where he really, Montoya really makes up huge amounts of time.
Montoya,
boy, he's struggling.
Searching his
Put that
first
pressure on him now. 3 to go.
first oval track win. He won it in Infineon 96 races ago on the road course.
And
half a second. And the 99 has turned over Brad Keselowski.
And we have a caution.
My goodness.
I don't know if I'm okay.
Keselowski was on track for a 6th place finish.
Boy,
and we're told there was contact between Edwards and Keselowski.
And have we seen that somewhere once before?
Talladega last year and early in this race at lap 41.
A little crossover move here by Carl. Clean here, clean here. Just slight contact. Look at that thing go.
That looked so much like Edwards' turnover at Talladega off the bumper of Keselowski.
It really did, and I'm so wondering and hoping that when they put the spoiler back on these cars, they'll quit turning over like this.
Keselowski's put the window net down.
The roof flaps deployed, but it did not sit that car back down. I'm like you, Darrell. I'm going to be so glad to see that rear spoiler back on these cars.
I think that's it's got to be something to that.
That car took a hard hit in the left A pillar, the windshield post, right in front of the driver.
You just see how that wing sticks out so far out the back of the car, behind the car. It almost looks, if it'll create downforce with the car going forward, it's got to create a pocket of air behind it when it gets around backwards.
Guys, you saw it right there. Those white gloves, they made a turn to the right.
Brad Keselowski has climbed out of his Penske Dodge. We're under caution with 6 laps to go. There's Brad. He's okay. Helmet, Hans device out.
He wasn't sure.
And the best thing is he's walking away.
What a shame.
A fine ride undone. Little limp to his step.
Yeah, he's dazed, man. I mean, like he said, I don't know if I'm all right or not.
He's moving okay.
That looks a little better.
Yeah, much better.
Favoring that left foot.
A little hop in his step. But let's take you back almost a year to the last lap at Talladega in the spring. That's Brad in the black car. They're racing for the win. Carl said he may have come down just a bit. Brad held his line to keep from going over the yellow line. Ryan Newman gets wrecked, and Edwards flies into the fence. Now today, back at lap 41, watch the 12 on the bottom, the red car just barely gets into Edwards, sending Carl up and into Joey Logano, pretty much ruining both their days. Now both those cars were repaired, came back on track many laps down. But here, with just a handful of laps to go, Edwards and Keselowski get together again.
All the flaps came open. The cowl flaps came open below the windshield. The roof flaps came open.
I think if you just, we didn't know this, had no way of knowing this until these cars started getting airborne like that. That rear wing sticking out behind the car so far. I know they say they tested it and they can't really verify that, but it sure looks that way.
But Terrell, I got to ask you, Carl Edwards is 156 laps down. What's going on here?
That was not necessary. Very unnecessary.
The won't know how that would have played out because we'll have a restart here. Let's take this back a lap prior to when they crashed.
See them here. This is coming off of turn 4. Whoa.
He was trying hard right there.
I think he was going to give him a little tap right there. Missed him.
And then the next time around, this happens. You know, we talked about rivalries and about the gloves coming off.
Well,
I think they have.
Denny Hamlin and Keselowski in the Nationwide Series have had a little run in. Matter of fact, Hamlin spun Keselowski out similar to that same situation at Homestead in the last race last year. This is a young man in that 12 car that has not made a lot of friends. But
balance of the race, and he's being called to the NASCAR hauler.
See, this is the fear that NASCAR has to have when they say they're going to let the guys be guys, let their drivers be drivers and take care of things themselves. And this is a fear that they have to have.
He's not doing himself no favor right now going backwards down pit road either. They're not going to like that at all.
So Carl Edwards goes to the garage after contact between he and Brad Keselowski sends Keselowski on his roof, out of the race, and away from what would have been a top 10 finish.
Krista?
Chris, Brad Keselowski just came out of the care center. The irony is a year ago you were watching from victory lane as another car flipped over. Are you okay, and what happened out there?
Yeah, I'm okay. First off, Penske Racing had some phenomenal cars today. Really proud of the 12 team. Everybody on the Mopar 12 Dodge Charger. A lot to be proud of back home in the shop. I think Kurt's got a real good, strong shot at winning it, so I'm really pulling for him. Hopefully he'll get it done for Penske today, but just a wild ride that was uncalled for.
Brad, check this out, too. I know Carl a little earlier, he had some words. He said maybe it wasn't his fault. Then he said it was. He took the blame, but he also said you weren't giving him any room out there.
He cut down on me on a restart, and I lifted. I couldn't lift fast enough for him. I lifted for him to let him in, but I was there. I don't know what more you could do. Carlo, that's what they say. So I was underneath him, tried to cut him a break. It was too late, though. He turned down. So I apologized to him, but there's nothing I could do in that situation. And to come back and just intentionally wreck someone, that's not cool. I mean, it could have killed somebody in the grandstands. And I know that it's a little ironic that it's got me saying that, but at least I didn't do it intentionally when it happened. So it'll be interesting to see how NASCAR reacts to it. They have the ball. If they're going to allow people to intentionally wreck each other at tracks this fast, we will hurt someone either in the cars or in the grandstand. So it's not cool to intentionally wreck somebody at 195 mile an hour.
Thanks, Brad. We're glad you're not hurt. Dick Berggren?
With Carl Edwards.
Well, Brad knows the deal between him and I, and the scary part was that his car went airborne, which was not at all what I expected. And at the end of the day, we come out here to race, and people got to have respect for one another, and I have a lot of respect for people's safety, and I wish that wouldn't have gone like it did, but I'm glad he's okay, and we'll just go on and race some more, and maybe him and I won't have any more incidents together. That'd be the best thing.
Okay, thank you.